Oceans of Fun. We currently house 10 California sea lions and 4 harbor seals. We are dedicated to the field of marine mammal science and education, and we focus on animal care and educating about marine life, the environment, and conservation with the help of our flippered friends. Speaking of flippered friends, I would like to introduce you to Slick, who is working with his trainer, Brittany. He is a 29-year-old male California sea lion weighing at 500 pounds. Also joining us is another star with her trainer, Kevin. She is a 21-year-old female harbor seal weighing 120 pounds. Let's put our flippers together for our stars. As you can see, we have 2 very different animals on stage. Seals and sea lions are very close cousins, but there are 3 easy ways to tell them apart. The first difference is that a sea lion has ear flaps on the side of their head called external pinning. A seal, on the other hand, have internal ears, so all you're able to see is a small hole about 1 inch behind their eyes. The second difference is how they use their front flippers. A sea lion has very large and powerful front flippers, which they use to propel themselves through the water, reaching speeds up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. A seal, on the other hand, have very small flippers, only about the size of our human hands. In the water, they will use their front flippers for steering, but their hind flippers move in a side-to-side motion called sculling to propel them through the water at speeds of 15 to 20 miles per hour. Slick is now going to demonstrate how he will move through the water with a natural behavior called surfing. A final difference between seals and sea lions is how they move about on land. A sea lion has what is called a rotating hip bone. This allows them to rotate their hind flippers up underneath their belly in order to walk on land using all 4 flippers. A seal is not able to move this way, however. They will contract their stomach muscles to move along the land, kind of like an overgrown caterpillar. Now that I have highlighted some of these differences between seals and sea lions, hopefully you will be able to tell the difference between these 2 different species. Slick and Satara did a fabulous job highlighting these differences.
One of the most commonly asked questions we get here is, how do we train our animals? We use a technique called bridge and target training. Our bridge is a clicker, and it lets the animal know they did a good job and that their reinforcement is coming soon. To target simply means to touch. For instance, Slick is touching or targeting his nose to a target pole or a trainer's hand. We will eventually fade away this target and will communicate with signals using our hands and our voice.
We use positive reinforcement to train our animals. This means we give them a reward when they do something correct. We also use a variety of reinforcers. As you can see, we use lots of fish. This is called a primary reinforcer. We also use secondary reinforcers. These can be any of the toys they like to play with, rub downs by their trainer, and even your claws. All of these things are very fun and positive for our animals. Slick did a great job demonstrating how we train. Let's give him a round of applause. An important aspect of training is husbandry care. We must be able to provide medical attention in a comfortable setting, so it is very important that a trainer be able to examine their animal daily, presenting their flippers, eyes, ears, and mouth, and even tails is a part of each animal's daily routine. Training animal husbandry behaviors makes any medical work restraint-free and the entire experience as comfortable for the animal as it is for the trainer. Examples of husbandry behaviors that our animals know are giving voluntary blood, laying out for x-rays and ultrasounds, and even brushing their teeth. Let's give Slick a great big round of applause for demonstrating some of his husbandry behaviors.